In an age where warfare moves faster than ever, the US faces a terrifying question. Can it protect itself against the world's deadliest missiles? With Russia's avant-garde and China's DFZF hypersonic weapons racing at Mach 20 plus, the Pentagon's $100 billion gamble the Golden Dome aims to shield America from annihilation. But will it work? Let's decrypt the truth. The Golden Dome is America's most ambitious missile defense system ever conceived. Unlike Iron Dome or THAAD, it's not just about stopping one missile. It's about defending against dozens of hypersonic gliders, MIRVs, and stealth cruise missiles simultaneously. The idea? A seamless network of space-based sensors detecting launches in seconds. Air-powered battle management predicting missile paths. Hypersonic interceptors meeting enemy warheads mid-flight. Directed energy weapons disabling missiles at the speed of light. Why is the US so worried? Traditional missile defense was built for ballistic missiles following predictable arcs. Hypersonic weapons like Russia's avant-garde or China's DFZF fly at blistering speeds, but with unpredictable paths. They dodge radars, change course mid-flight, and hit before current defenses can react. In tests, avant-garde hit targets at Mach 27. The DFZF maneuvers at Mach 10, evading US radars over the Pacific. These weapons are designed to defeat missile shields, and that's what makes the Golden Dome so crucial. Let's break down the Golden Dome's components. Space layer. Dozens of small satellites equipped with infrared and optical sensors. They watch Earth 24/7, able to spot launches instantly. Battle management, think of it as the brain. It processes radar, satellite, and interceptor data in milliseconds, faster than any human. Interceptor layer, hypersonic interceptors, faster than anything fielded before, designed to meet missiles head-on. Directed energy, experimental, but part of the plan. Lasers and microwave weapons that can fry electronics mid-flight. $100 billion, that's the estimated cost of building, testing, and deploying the Golden Dome. To put that in perspective, it's more than the combined annual budgets of NASA, the FBI, and the CDC. The cost breakdown looks like this: $40 billion for space-based sensors and satellites. $30 billion for developing and manufacturing hypersonic interceptors. $20 billion for AI and battle management systems. $10 billion for experimental directed energy weapons. Supporters argue this is a small price for survival. Detractors say it's a technological fantasy that drains funds from healthcare, education, and infrastructure. In hearings, Pentagon officials described the dome as America's insurance policy against the unimaginable. But can money really buy invulnerability? The Golden Dome has been put through virtual war games. In these simulations, a Russian avant-garde salvo is launched at key US cities. The dome intercepts 70% before impact, but 30% get through, enough to cause catastrophic destruction. A Chinese DFZF swarm is launched at US carriers in the Pacific. The dome's space sensors spot them, but hypersonic interceptors can't close the distance in time. Failure rate, 50%. A combined North Korean and Iranian attack using older missiles sees near total interception, 95% success. The verdict from simulations: against legacy threats, the dome shines. Against modern hypersonic weapons, the success rate isn't as reassuring. Even a single failure could mean millions of lives lost. The Golden Dome is as much a political gamble as a technological one. Inside Congress, lawmakers are deeply divided. Some argue the dome is vital to counter Russia and China's growing missile superiority. Others call it a boondoggle, pointing to decades of failed missile defense promises. Around the world, the dome sparks fear and anger. Moscow warns that it could trigger a new arms race. Beijing says the dome threatens the global balance of power. Even US allies in NATO express concern. Will the dome make diplomacy obsolete, emboldening America to act unilaterally in future conflicts? What do the experts say? Dr. Karen Liu, missile defense specialist. The Golden Dome concept is brilliant on paper, but hypersonic missiles are designed to outthink defense systems. The physics favor offense at these speeds. General Red, Michael Stone, the key will be integrating layers, space sensors, ground radar, AI control, directed energy. Alone, no piece can stop these weapons. Together, maybe. Dr. Samuel Ortiz, aerospace engineer. Hypersonic interceptors aren't science fiction anymore, but deploying enough of them affordably, that's the real challenge. There's consensus. The dome will help, but it won't make America invincible. The Golden Dome is just the beginning. Beyond it lie even more ambitious ideas. Space-based railguns firing kinetic rounds at incoming missiles. High-power lasers mounted on aircraft and ships, burning through hypersonic gliders. Drone swarms intercepting missiles before they reach U.S. airspace. The race is on not just to defend against hypersonic weapons, but to redefine what missile defense means in the 21st century. Will the Golden Dome work against Russia and China's new missiles? The honest answer is, maybe. It's the best shot America has, but no shield is perfect. The bigger question is, will investing in defense be enough? Or must diplomacy, arms control, and global cooperation play a greater role? The future of humanity may depend on whether we choose to bet everything on technology or also on peace. Since the Golden Dome announcement, the world has accelerated its race for the ultimate weapon. In Russia, the Avangard program doubled its funding. Tests now include decoys and jamming tech designed specifically to overwhelm U.S. sensors. In China, engineers are working on hypersonic weapons that deploy mid-flight drones to confuse tracking systems. And in America, the defense industry is booming. Contractors like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and Northrop Grumman compete for massive contracts to build pieces of the Golden Dome. The dome hasn't just changed U.S. defense, it's reshaping global military priorities. Moscow and Beijing aren't sitting still. They're evolving their strategies to bypass the Golden Dome. Russia is experimenting with missile swarms, massive, coordinated launches designed to saturate the defense system. Their goal, if one missile fails, 10 more will break through. China is investing in quantum communications to direct their missiles in flight, making them immune to jamming. Both nations are also testing EMP weapons that could blind sensors or fry electronics in the dome's network. The message is clear. For every new defense, there will be a new offense. Beyond technology, the Golden Dome raises deep moral questions. Does building such a system make nuclear war more likely by creating a false sense of safety? Are we fueling an arms race that could end civilization? Could that $100 billion have been better spent on diplomacy, climate solutions, or fighting poverty? Peace activists argue that no missile shield will ever provide true security. Security, they say, comes from cooperation, treaties, and understanding, not bigger weapons. Inside top-secret U.S. facilities, the Golden Dome is taking shape. At DARPA headquarters, teams work on AI that can outthink enemy missiles at hypersonic speeds. In Nevada test ranges, interceptor prototypes streak skyward at Mach 8, aiming for drone targets. In space labs, small satellites are being designed for rapid deployment, each equipped with powerful sensors to detect heat signatures from thousands of miles away. It's not just a defense system, it's a new ecosystem of warfare in the making. The Golden Dome isn't just about defense, it's big business. Tens of thousands of new jobs in engineering, manufacturing, and AI development. Billions in contracts for America's defense giants. Potential export deals with allies seeking their own mini-domes. Critics warn that this creates a military-industrial complex too powerful to stop, even if the dome proves ineffective. Supporters argue it strengthens America's economy while protecting its citizens. No system is perfect. The Golden Dome's early tests have revealed gaps. In one exercise, hypersonic interceptors miscalculated a target's trajectory due to a software bug. In another, decoy warheads confused radar, allowing mock enemy missiles to reach their targets. Each failure teaches a lesson. Engineers adjust, code is rewritten, hardware upgraded. But time is short and adversaries are learning to. America's allies are watching closely. In Europe, NATO debates whether to integrate parts of the Golden Dome into its missile shield. Nations like Poland and the UK express strong support, seeing it as vital protection. Germany and France are cautious, worried it will provoke Russia further. In Asia, Japan and South Korea seek partnerships to extend parts of the dome's coverage to their territories, concerned about China's growing arsenal and North Korea's unpredictable launches. Israel, home of the original Iron Dome, offers its expertise to help refine interception technologies for the hypersonic age. The dome could transform U.S. alliances, but also reshape their enemies' strategies. As the Golden Dome rises, so do tensions. At the United Nations, Russia and China call the system destabilizing, demanding arms control talks. Across the board, the conclusion is the same: the dome helps. But it is no magic bullet. The Golden Dome is just the beginning. Plans are already underway for orbital interceptor stations, capable of firing at hypersonic missiles before they re-enter the atmosphere. As swarm defenses, unleashing thousands of autonomous drones in moments. Next-gen lasers that can vaporize threats at the speed of light. The arms race is moving into space, and America hopes to stay ahead. Will the Golden Dome protect America from Russia and China's missiles? It will help. It will blunt the spear. But the only true safety lies not in walls of steel or networks of satellites, but in the choices we make as nations and as people. The Golden Dome is humanity's bet on technology. The question is, will we also bet on peace?